wine and
Yeah.
yes, I know. Thank you. And then
Yep.
yeah, you know what I had, I'll tell you a quick story. These two old retired Marines from Texas, and they came when it was just so hot there. They stayed about 10 days, and the one guy was a little a handicap, but his buddy, who was in better shape, what can I do for you? He changed locks for me, whatever. He went down and had a beer with D-Hart, and he fixed their roof, or you know, the guy was just like, couldn't keep him still. So he and Charles really hit it off, and he helped him do some things. I just thought that was a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hey, Mom.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Yvonne.
Hi.
You guys all look great.
Yeah, we
We're
do.
here.
Carol, you're
still
heading to
here, but
Japan?
You look okay.
For my 80th birthday in October.
You're going to go to Japan?
Yeah, I'm going with
Oh, good for
the guy who
Go
lives
with Sharon?
he goes about twice or three
No,
times
I'm
a
going
year.
to a dude ranch to learn how to stay on a horse up in Idaho.
And who are
Okay.
you going with, Sharon? I mean, Carol?
You know what? I'm going with a guy named Greg Howell. He does the publication on my books, but he lives there and he goes about 3 times a year. He's there now. So, and I've got a friend of mine from Rye, who's going to go with me, and a couple friends from Denver, and my girlfriend from Minnesota, and I think her friend.
Now, where
You'll
are
have
you
a good-
going to Japan? Are you going to Japan?
Japan, yeah. Now, because he does it all the time, you know, and he doesn't just go to tourist places, so I think it'll be a good deal.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That sounds good.
Yeah.
One of my nieces, wait, Carol, you know Mark.
Yes.
His daughter has a son, Josh, and he leaves, I think, the end of July. He's going over there for a year to Japan to teach English.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Fun.
Well, I know 3 words in Japanese. That's about it.
Will they
And
get
those
you in
are-
trouble?
Yeah.
And
So
what
I
are
was
they?
trying to see how I could get more light. Let me see if I can open the shade.
Yeah.
I had to close mine. I got too much light.
I'll turn on a light. Yeah.
It's nice and sunny now, but the forecast for tomorrow, the weather is severe, whatever that.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we might get rain again for 5 days in a row.
Yeah, it's 101 here already.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm heading back to Colorado in July. I'm not a heat person.
I thought it was in August you were coming. Is it July?
Yeah, about the 7th of July, but I think we're gonna stop in Santa Fe for a few days.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, good.
Well, I let Lynn know we were doing this, and I don't think she's ever joined. Her sister-in-law, Elaine Arnold,
Elaine
passed
was-
away.
Elaine was my sister's best friend ever.
Oh,
Aw.
she was a cool lady. Yeah. Last time I saw her, I was on my cane, barely walking, and she was getting a little more toward Alzheimer's. But Lynn was there for her that last month, and yeah, surrounded by her family.
Yeah, my sister talked to her, I guess, a few days prior to her passing away. And
Aw.
yeah, they were good friends from the time they met at Cathedral, and from that time. She had a brother named Bud, didn't she? Bud?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and he's passed away, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, he did pass.
Yeah.
And you know, when my Ralph, you probably remember, my folks' house burnt down 1989, something right around that. And Elaine, they still had some clothes in there, and she tried to clean them up, although when clothes get burnt, I guess you can't.
Yeah, get
Sure.
those.
Yeah,
But she
get rid of
really
it.
went to an effort to try to save those for us, and it didn't work. But yeah, Elaine, always good gal, always a good friend for
Good,
sure.
good lady, yeah.
And she was on our mailing list there. Everything I mailed out, I had her. It was one of the people I mailed to. We used to email back and forth, but yeah. Now, Elaine, one of our fellow students, his last name Arnott, right? Didn't somebody marry Elaine's son or something?
Oh, yeah, Gino, or Eugene Arnott, that is Lynn's brother.
Oh,
And
okay.
so Elaine was actually the sister-in-law, but they were really, really close. Yeah.
Boy. I may have to leave. My dog's bugging me.
Oh, come back.
You could take them for a walk, Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna take me for a walk.
Yeah. We'll bring our sons and daughter-in-laws. They have a Burmese mountain dog that was this big when they got it. Now it's this
Oh,
big.
yeah.
Yep.
I had Great Pyrenees that started out with the cutest, tiniest little paws.
Yeah.
Well, they were 150 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, the paws on that thing are like this, and it looks like a
Wow.
nice dog, but it's strong.
Yeah.
Sweet dog, yeah.
You know,
Our daughter-in-law is not thrilled with having the dog, but all the kids are, so I stay out of it.
Yeah, my son just got, and his wife just got a new puppy, and his shepherd was definitely his dog. And now the wife is saying, don't you say, come over here, buddy, because this dog is going to be my dog. We'll see, we'll see.
My grandnephew got a dog a year ago. And it was, maybe I told you the story, tell me if I did it. And it's a British cream. Have you ever heard of a British cream? It's actually a golden retriever that is a cream color. So anyway, I knew about these cream dogs because, Joan DeSalvo and Nick, their son, trains dogs. And he got 2 of these dogs to train as bird dogs. And he said, well, Sharon, that one is worth $10,000 and that one's worth $7,000.
Oh my
So when I
gosh.
was visiting a year ago down in Phoenix, and Dustin was there, I said, Dustin, please tell me you didn't spend $10,000 on moose. And he got a real sheepish look and said, no, Aunt Sharon, it was only 3,000. Beautiful dog. Oh my word. But
Wow.
yeah, mine was only $75 from the pound.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And healthy. I mean, that dog wasn't sick for 15 years.
And pets aren't very cheap from the pound anymore.
No,
They aren't?
Sure.
No.
Yeah, it was $78 for me to get rid. What is
Yeah.
it in there for you, approximately?
Well, they do throw some stuff in, like they get them inoculated and the first vet visit and stuff like that are included. But it's still, not cheap.
Yeah, it was $78 to adopt in Durango.
Yeah.
But if you wait for the sales, you can get one for 10.
Yeah, there you
with
go.
all the shots
Great.
and everything. But,
They take these.
but then you don't have too much of a choice. So, any one of them be fine. No,
Yeah.
Sharon, you cannot get another dog. No.
Oh, I know, Sharon.
No.
See, everybody knows the dog is worth $10,000 except for the dog. The dog wants,
Right.
he wants you to pet him, walk him, feed him, play with him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, but they give you so much love back.
Oh,
Yeah.
They do. They're just such good companions.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, you know what the big thing in this area is? If you're walking a dog, a car will come up, stop, beat you up and take the dog. I mean, that's happening on a regular basis around here. And
Oh,
people
really?
a grand, $2,000-3,000.
Wow.
Dog napping.
No, yeah, I mean, they'll get out and they'll push you aside and take the dog.
Ah,
You hear about it all the time.
There's car stealing too.
Yeah, well, carjacking, unbelievable around
Yeah.
here. Yeah. But,
Huh.
Yeah, who is that? I think she was a singer. Was it Lady Gaga that somebody stole their
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
well,
And they didn't know it was her dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
And in broad daylight too. It wasn't like out of her yard or something. She's just
Yeah.
walking down the street.
Oh, my word. I can see when they might do it for the English Bulldog, that's worth 10,000 or whatever. But
Mm.
they don't do that with Heinz 57, do they?
Not really.
They pretty
Probably
much know
not,
the
yeah.
breeds, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
No, ours, we kind of adopted her. And it was one of those things where the woman, she and her husband were breaking up and they were getting rid of the dog, but she didn't want just anybody to have it. And so it's kind of like we had to go through this, I don't know, vetting situation just to get.
Just to see who got the dog,
Just to
yeah.
be accepted into the list of people who wanted her. And we thought, hey, if she doesn't have a home and that's good with us, if somebody wants her, they can have her. And then one day she started emailing me or texting me and she said, well, I decided I want you and your wife to have the dog. And I'm
Oh,
going, okay.
hey,
And she brought her over about 3 times before she left her.
Oh.
good for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wanted to make sure that it got a good home. Oh,
yeah. Well, I go along with that. But what she was afraid,
Yeah.
she's a Airedale. I don't know anybody know what an Airedale is.
Oh,
not-
sure.
Yeah.
And there's toy all the way up to almost the size of a poodle, a standard poodle. They're big. They can be
yeah,
big.
Airedales are, she's about 91 pounds.
Uh-huh, she's a big
And,
one.
but the thing about her is she's not real personable. She goes to my wife okay, and then usually she nips me in the butt more than that.
ah, whose dog
That's
is
her
it?
affection
Yeah,
toward
whose
me.
dog is it?
yeah.
Yeah. I'll be sitting there and I go, all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's like turning around and then she looks at me like playtime. Well,
You need a mirror up there where you can. see
Yeah.
it all. You need a mirror up there where you can.
now you do need a mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who just called me on the phone here was Marianne Barker. I'm gonna tell her to get on the Zoom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
They do.
true.
yeah,
tell
but
her.
great to see her.
I get what do you call it? Facebook or whatever, but I just don't get on that. I don't do it. Every once in a while, I would say congratulations or whatever, but I just don't answer much.
Ralph mentioned right before a couple of you got on, I heard from Joe Oakey. And
Oh.
he wasn't on our mailing list. He wrote me and he said, can you put me on the mailing list? I said, sure. He told me that he was talking to Pat Pate and Pat told him about this. And so I sent an email to, or sent the invite to Joe, and I also sent him an email and said, hey, come on, it'd be great to have you. I really thought he might be on this evening, but
Yeah.
Where does she live now?
I have no idea. He just merely sent
Oh.
an email.
Poor Joe's probably still trying to get onto the bus. Do you remember
Oh,
that
no.
story?
Sharon, Joe was a nuclear engineer in Idaho while my husband was studying for nuclear engineer.
Oh,
He
no.
just played the class clown, but don't let him. kid you.
Exactly. But I
think
remember
it
you
was-
telling me that story about,
Yeah.
you know, your poem, when the bus stops get off and somebody
Yeah.
told him, Joe, don't worry about it. You never got on the bus.
Oh, that's
It
right.
was
he
one of
did
you
say that.
guys at one of your eating nights out in Pueblo. I remember that story. It was so cute.
He's in Denver, and I talked to his wife for quite a while. Her brother was Tom McAvoy that wrote for the Pueblo Star Journal for years
Yeah.
and years, and he passed away.
Uh,
And so I
Right.
talked to her, and they both had gone down for his funeral and said it was a really nice turnout. But they're just in Denver, and I thought, from what you said, Ron, he might have showed up today.
Yeah, I mean, if he's in touch with Pat Pate, Pat would know where he was, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I have a Joe Okie story from high school, but I'm waiting to
Don't
see
we
if
all?
he gets on.
Yeah.
I bet
Oh.
everybody has one.
Tell us
Yeah.
your story, Ed.
tell it.
Spill it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, you remember where room 214 was?
Oh, yeah.
End of the hall,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
nothing around there. I don't know if any of you were in that class. It was Mr. Odacy.
oh, God. Were you
Do
in
you
that
remember
one?
that?
Were you
It
in the
was-
study hall?
It was no, it was a religion class, but it was right before lunch.
Yeah.
So
that
he
was-
dismissed everybody and he went into the closet to get some books. And Joe locked the door.
Whoops.
And I doubt
Oh.
anybody went up there for at least an hour.
Oh, and then you all went to lunch. Oh, my goodness.
Yep,
How long was he locked in the closet?
I have no idea.
An hour.
Oh,
that,
Well, that poor man, he put
Because
up
that
with
room was
stuff.
at the end of the building and there was nothing across from it. So
Oh,
oh
not too
my
many
gosh.
people go in that direction.
and did he ever get caught?
I
You'll
think
never
he
got
probably
caught.
did.
You-
I Somebody probably ratted him out.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
that's funny.
So when are you leaving for Japan, Carol?
Not till October 14th.
Oh,
Couple days
October.
after our birthday, Sharon.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, I've never been there. Sharon had already been there. And so,
Wow.
1969.
oh,
Yeah, yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's not the same. Carol, when you're in Tokyo, I mean, look up the just a minute. The little hotel, the little Japanese
Yeah.
hotel I stayed in. I'll think of it. It's not in my mind right now.
okay.
I'm wondering if it's still there. It was
I
a
don't know.
Japanese,
I was looking at a video of some other people took on their trip. Oh, I'm going to bring my cane just because the crowds when you go to get on like the bullet train looked pretty big, and I don't need to be jostled. I should be fine by then, but who knows?
Yeah, or you might even be good with 2 walking sticks.
My girlfriend who wants
Yeah.
to come has those, and
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm hoping she'll join. But yeah, we'll see.
Well,
And Yvonne, what's up with you?
Not much. I just had a granddaughter graduate from Mizzou Friday. Spent Friday and Saturday in Columbia, and then Sunday was Mother's Day, and all my children called me,
Oh,
which was
good.
wonderful.
good.
And I went out, one of them took me out to dinner last Thursday and then on Sunday, and I've got anytime they say, you want to go to dinner, I go, yeah.
Yeah, you're paying,
Yes.
I paid all those years, your turn.
So, yeah, so I've been working, I worked last week at my temp job and I work this Thursday again. So it's wonderful. I'm staying busy, which is good for me.
Yeah.
How was your time in Florida?
Pardon?
How did you enjoy your time in Florida?
Well, it was ended up being more of a work situation. I was down there, I was in outside of Tampa with my one daughter and her family for 2 weeks, but the second week, her youngest daughter got sick. And she was sick. She was having some emotional problems. And so it was, getting her all back to normal and set up. And then I went over on the other side of the state to Edgewater. And my girlfriend lives in Cincinnati, but she has a place down in Edgewater, one of those trailer park things,
Mhm.
her tin can. So we packed 2 days, we packed all of her stuff up in her van. And then we spent a day driving up to Cincinnati and then a day to unload it. And then we drove from there. She drove me back to St. Louis because her brother had gotten sick. He lives outside of St.
My.
So it was, I'm going, okay, I'm glad I'm going home so I can rest.
Oh,
But it was, it was wonderful seeing my daughter and seeing because they've only been down there it's called Lutz, Florida. And it's outside of Tampa. And they've only been down there about 6 months, but she's like you, Carol. She wants to be cool and she likes, she'd go live in the mountains. It's not cool where they are.
No, and it's certainly not cool temperature wise here. My son said, it's not bad, Mom. And I'm going, what?
100?
Just wait till it's 115.
Oh,
September is
what-
usually the worst month.
Yeah, I've been going to these exercise classes nearby here, and one lady, we were chatting and she said, just ignore it. I said, how do you ignore 130? I just don't
Yeah.
know how to do that.
oh, boy.
Yeah, because it doesn't cool off at night.
Oh,
No.
it does not? Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it
that's-
still goes down to at least 40 up here at nighttime.
Oh, I know. And
Oh,
Beulah,
wow.
no matter how hot, and Beulah, as Deharts would know, can get to 100, 101, but it always cools off.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's no saving grace here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Carol, when you go back to Colorado, then how long will you be there? A couple months before you leave?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. My girlfriend from Minneapolis is gonna fly out, and then we're gonna drive back. We'll spend some time in Beulah, and then Sharon, maybe we'll come see you in Colorado Springs.
Oh, I would love you to. Oh, my
Yeah,
word.
and then go on to Denver, and then I'll be with my daughter there. And all my friends in Denver. But I really need to go back in the winter, guys. My snowshoes and cross country well, even downhill, I should be strong by then. But yeah,
Well,
I don't know. We'll see what life brings.
Yep, see
Yeah.
what happens.
At least you can still get around and do things.
I know, and you know how healthy I was when I saw you last, Joan?
Mhm.
My son had gotten COVID the day before we left, and then they dropped me off at my friend's house, and we all went different places, and Joan met us for lunch. I was perfectly healthy till I got home. About 6 days later, I got it, but they all did get it, and so it's probably inevitable.
Yeah.
But nobody else I know got the long COVID with all of the complications.
No.
Yay!
The only people that I know is you and then Kathleen Pippin here. I had the long
The
COVID.
long, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
A year.
Yeah.
And then you were about a year.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
2 years really. Then
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what maybe kicked the cancer back in.
What?
I was without that from 2005 to 22. That was a long period of time, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
perfectly healthy.
Where did it come back at, Carol?
The same place. It was a transform of the original was a small B-cell lymphoma, and then this is a large diffuse B-cell lymphoma, and it went all over the place. So
So now
Yeah.
you're okay again?
Well, the doctor said I'm 95% cured, but I had this lymphedema thing, right?
Oh.
I don't know which
Mhm.
side I'm on, and it was leaking. So he said, when you come back for your next exam in 2 months, be sure you don't have any open wounds, because that's why you probably only got 90% instead of 100 in remission.
Wow.
I will be sure and do that.
Yeah.
Now, are you having treatment where you are, Carol, or you have to, are you having
No, that's why I stayed in Phoenix.
to
Yeah.
cap?
You
have
go to
your resident
Mayo's?
treatment?
No,
No.
Mayo wouldn't take my insurance. I'm on the para from Colorado.
Mhm.
But boy, it has been really good. They have just covered everything. My son,
Down around Gilbert, yeah.
when are you
Okay.
gonna get the large bills? And I never really did.
Is it United Health now?
United Health, right?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
I've gotten it tested.
Yeah.
I gave it a road test.
Oh, man, did I give it a road test around the block 3 times. Yeah.
No.
Uh,
How, Sharon or Carol, you can't get Nick and Joan on to join us
No,
here?
just cannot get them on. I talked with Joan today, and she's taken in a 98-year-old lady who's dying.
Oh,
Of course, they have, when God said go begot, her family begot it. Let me tell you.
wow.
There must be 30 great-grandchildren, couple great-greats. There are 100 in her family.
Oh, my gosh.
There's no doubt. They begot it well.
funny.
So anyway, I talked with her today, and everything's going well. Just one of her daughters is having some kidney problems. Dominique, she's such a nice lady, Dominique. So hopefully they can get that straightened out, because she's only what, 55 now or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, 55, 80, yeah, probably. So anyway, but they just don't get on the electronics. I'm sorry.
No, they hardly, I mean, I get a call from them maybe once a year.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't. It would be just so easy.
Ralph,
Yeah.
have you been back?
I've given up. I'm not going to try anymore.
Ralph, have you been back to Beulah at all?
Well, I talk to my sisters about once a week or so, and I need to get back down there. They opened up the cabin. Well, there's the Littell cabin that's down the road from where you are,
Right.
and then
Oh,
there's
that one. Okay.
yeah, and then there's the other cabin that was down the hill from where your grandmother lived,
Right.
and so we will have those all opened up by, I'd say Memorial Day, which is
Okay.
coming right up, I guess.
Yeah.
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 Carol, if you're there in August, I might scoot down and see you when you have your art fair, your big art fair there.
Oh, yeah, that's the first weekend of August.
First weekend in August, we'll see, yeah.
Yeah. But I think my grandson is going to fly in from Dallas for a small little graduation thing. Because I just wasn't ready to fly down there with that huge, Heath has a
No.
huge big family. I would have been like one little cog on the corner. And my daughter wasn't able to go with me. And so I said, no, we'll have you come to Colorado and we'll all gather.
Oh, that's
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, because Sharon, I just looked at that weekend and I thought, darn, it's the weekend. We already planned for Kyle to fly in from, but go, it's wonderful. Have you been there, Sydney? No, not Sydney. Ralph and your wife, Sydney.
Yeah,
Have
that's
you
right.
gone to- have you
I'll
gone
ask
to-
her.
Have you gone to the Beulah Art Fair? It's always the first.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, yeah, Vicky, oh, shoot. Scott Vicky
Right.
Scott kind of heads it up, I think, down there.
Yeah,
But
Um,
it's only on a Saturday and Sunday, right?
right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it's turned into quite an event.
It is.
And her
so like-
sister Lori was really kind of heading it up.
Right,
And then she passed away. Just out of the
Very
blue,
young.
very sudden. And so Vicky's kind of taking it over.
and another lady who does wonderful pottery called Sumi, and she has an art
Uh-huh.
place where the across from the general store. And Sumi has been really spearheading the art thing this year.
Yeah.
I just got off the council right before I left for Arizona.
Now, the old hardware store that's across the street from, what was the Gateway?
Yeah,
So it's on the market, and then somebody bought the Beulah Inn.
oh, yes, hooray. The lady from Texas went home in a huff. You know what? She just pissed off so many people in Beulah.
I know it.
Everybody went one time and we always support everybody, but nobody got a good feel from that lady and finally.
No.
Yeah.
She went back to Texas and Houghton, you
in a
know.
huff. And
but,
the new people have ties to Beulah and they got the liquor license back and we're just so thrilled. Yeah,
This is a young couple that bought the Beulah Inn.
right.
And then I guess they've got somebody else who's kind of giving them some seed money to help, because it needs to be remodeled.
Yeah.
It's way behind. And I'm sure that the county's gonna come in with the building board, and
Well, I
tell
do know they had one, my son's friends with the guy who does that inspection. And yeah, he went in way early before they bought it. So I'm sure they have a bucket list of what has to be done.
yeah.
But everybody is totally supporting them.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
We only have 2 minutes left, people.
Yeah, just a
Oh,
couple
my
of
word, it goes so quickly.
a couple of
know.
quick things. The
Oh.
fact we're having this on a Tuesday night, is that better for all of you? Or do
On
you want to do
Tuesday?
Sunday?
No. No, it's not. Not for me.
Okay,
What's better?
Sunday was usually the best.
okay.
I
mean, that's
never
fine,
have
yeah.
something
That
going
was
on
all right
Sunday
with
night.
me Sunday,
Yeah.
as
And
long as I get the date on my calendar.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Well, so is it
Okay,
easier for you make it on Sundays then for all of you?
Well, I guess the second Sunday of the month, if that's okay with everybody.
That sounds good.
Okay,
Sounds good to me.
And
fine.
I'm
Just-
open. I'm
just be
open.
sure and
Right.
send out a reminder, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
By the
Right.
way,
We appreciate those. We need them.
yeah.
I've just, go ahead.
I don't know what it takes to get other people to join in.
Well, you're doing a good job, Ron. And then
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are.
yep.
now is Miriam Barker going to get on, you said?
Well, I emailed her and I emailed her the link, but she's not on, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're
And
still.
by the way,
well,
everybody, I'm gonna be a great grandma. I'll just throw that in there in
Oh,
Hey,
September.
great.
Yeah,
Good for
I'm
you.
so excited. My youngest grandchild is 7, so he needs to move on, make way for this new baby.
All right.
Just
Uh,
wanted
I've
to
got
throw that
one.
in.
I've got
I-
one. Fraser.
Oh,
He's-
wow.
He's a Nova Scotian.
Oh,
Oh,
oh dear. Well, good to see everybody.
yes,
Yeah.
I know.
wonderful.
We'll see
Have
Yeah.
a
you
safe trip,
soon.
Carol.
Thank
Yes.
you. Well,
Have
Yeah.
a wonderful trip.
Okay.
Well, you join
All right.
we'll see you next month. We'll see
I
you all
hope,
next
yeah,
month.
if all goes
Yeah.
well.
Well, I will put
Okay.
this on YouTube, by the way.
Oh,
Okay.
oh dear.
YouTube,
I'm
so
gonna
you-
be on YouTube with the bags and, okay.
Hey, you look great. It's me.
Yes, we're so
Let me
happy
do
to
that
see
for you,
you.
so you can see me.
Thank you
So
all.
happy to see all of
Yeah.
you.
All right.
Okay.
We're
Bye,
about there,
everybody.
guys.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
All
Bye.
right.
All
Bye.
right, take
Got
care.
about 2 seconds
Bye.
according to
Bye.
this.
Hi. Whatever happened to Ed?
He's